It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Silver and Black coming up next.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Damian Pierce. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight to the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Throwing, Mills. And the Raiders have got him. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Back deep, Hunter Renfrow. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 44, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it's easy to say not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfrow last season, but it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position. Picks up a first down there for him on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2021 was the first time in Jacobs' career that he failed to reach 1,000 yards in a season, but his scoring didn't slow down at all. Still finished with 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and his 28 touchdowns since he entered the league are the 5th most in the NFL.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Davante Adams. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Tremont Smith. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mills throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Damian Pierce is such a fun guy to watch as a runner. He can make a guy miss 1 second and then power through a defender the next. Never had a 100-yard game while at Florida, but I expect more than a handful here in the NFL.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Mills now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Burkhead. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Davante Adams. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught here by Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Carr. eventually will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Desmond King back deep. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 15. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside?
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys?
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Let's do this, man. Let's go, baby.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Our 1st down throw for Mills. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Of all the players brought in by Houston, it was Burkhead who ended up leading the Texans in rushing in 2021. His 427 yards were a personal best, and as Houston continues rebuilding its roster, he might have earned himself a full season as the number 1.
They go play action. Mills gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
Touchdown, Texans! Damian Pierce from 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Damian Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now here come the Raiders.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that
play. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Here's King. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Mills' throw taken in there by Cooks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress out now. And that fighting to go deep ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Mills.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Mills.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, it's Mills.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Now Mills.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
A give to the fullback on the dive. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have broken the tie. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 1, Carr. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Carr now on 1st down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The slant connects with Davante Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the 1st half. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go now, let's go. Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
First down, Mills.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mills.
He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mills now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 41, Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Mills to the air again.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. Carr now on first down. This a screen to Abdullah. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On play action, now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
It's right, dog. That's what he's
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the goal line. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At the 34.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Mills. Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Hand off, left side, Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A 2nd down run for Burkhead.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal.
Mills to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Abdullah.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, slant to Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They'll run right here with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Now they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Carr to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 27.
A first down throw for Mills. He's got the connection to Moore.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, Mills.
This will be caught by... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown! Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Mills on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. That's more. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mills.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mills throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, it's Mills.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Mills now.
Now he steps away, and this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Here's Mills.
They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them.
Touchdown, Texans!
Damian Pierce.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Throwing on first down is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Second and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On play action, it's Carr. He finds his man Johnson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw is Carr. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 27.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
It's complete to Brown, right side. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
To throw again on second down. Mills. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Gets this to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Mills.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll work down inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to swell the lead to 6. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down by 6. A little under 50 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills looking to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mills back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Now Mills.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Mills to throw for it on fourth. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.